Hi everyone and welcome to our second session of the deeper learning. So today we're going to build upon what we did last time. So last time we looked at multiplication, but we looked at Napier's bones and we also looked at the Chinese method. So if you didn't watch that video, go back and have another look. Today we're looking at the grid method and the Egyptian method for multiplication. Now a lot of you may know the grid method, so I am going to go through it quite quickly, so please feel free to pause and rewind if I do go a little bit too fast. So let's say I've got 32 multiplied by 54. I'm going to draw my grid, put my multiplication sign in. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to partition my numbers into tens and ones. So 32 will become 30 and 2. 54 will become 50 and 4. And then each of these boxes is simply just two numbers multiplied by each other. So for this one, 50 multiplied by 30 is going to give me 1,500. 50 multiplied by 2 is 100. 30 multiplied by 4 is 120. And 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. And then I can do 1,500 plus 100 plus 120 plus 8. Doesn't matter which way you put these orders in because of the commutative rule. You can have them in any order for addition. And we've got 8, 2, 7. So 1,728. And I'm just going to check that with my formal multiplication. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Then I put my 0 in because I'm now looking at the tens. Now I can just say that as 5 rather than 50. So 5 multiplied by 2 will give me 10, carry the 1. 5 multiplied by 3 is 15, so 16. And I'm going to add those together. 8, 2, 7, 1,728. So let's do one more of the grid because I want to leave quite a bit of time for the Egyptian method, which is quite a bit trickier. So let's say 72 multiplied by 38. We draw our grid, put the multiplication sign in, partition this into tens and ones. So that would be 70 and 2. Partition this into tens and ones. And this will be 70 multiplied by 30. So 7 multiplied by 3 is 21. And then I need to multiply by 10 and multiply by 10 again, which will leave me with 2,100. 30 multiplied by 2 is 60. 70 multiplied by 8 is 560. 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. And then I add up those values. Make sure not to add your partition number. It's just these 4 values that you've just made. So that'll be 6, 6, 12, 13, carry the 1, 5, 6, 7, 2. So my answer is 2,736. If you didn't understand that, please go back. But I am going to quickly move on to the Egyptian method because it is a little bit trickier to get your head around. So let's say we've got 74 multiplied by 86. So first things first, you're going to write 1 and double it. 2, double it, 4, 8, 16. And you're going to keep doubling it until you get to a number larger than 86. So 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. 64 times 2 is 128. Now 128 is larger than 86, so I'm going to stop now. These are actually all powers of 2 because 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is just 2. 2 squared, so that's 2 times 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 3, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 to the power of 4, etc. Then what you're going to do is you're going to write your multiples of 74. Now, I don't know my 74 times table very well, so all you need to do for this method is you just, again, double each time. So that's going to be 148. 148 multiplied by 2, it's going to be 280, 296. 296. Please feel free to just simply do column addition along the side. There's nothing wrong with it. If anything, it's probably better because then you're not going to make a silly mistake. So 12, carry the 1, 19, carry the 1. So 592. One thing that I will say though is don't do this and carry on, because that's not mathematically correct. You need to start a new one. Let's just check. See, even I'm doing it just to make sure I don't make any silly mistakes. With the smaller numbers, you don't really need to do this, but just that we don't confuse any of our columns. 714, 1, 9. Okay. So now that I've got this part, I can look at my number. So first things first, with this 86, I'm going to find which of these numbers add up to equal 76. Because instead of writing 74 multiplied by 86, I'm going to find the numbers which add up to make it. So using these factors here, I'm going to say, so 86, we could have 64, and then I'd need to add another 22. So let's say I've got 64 plus 16, so that would give me 70, 80, and then I could do plus 4 plus 2. So all I've done is I've changed my 86 into numbers which will add up to make 86. They all need to come from this column. So 64, 70, so that's 86. And now I can rewrite my sum as 74 multiplied by 64 plus 74 multiplied by 16 plus 74 multiplied by 4 plus 74 multiplied by 2. So all I've done is I've just expanded these brackets. So I've got 74 multiplied by 64, then 74 multiplied by 16, 74 multiplied by 4, and 74 multiplied by 2. I'm going to get rid of that first line, just that we don't get too confused. Again, feel free to pause at any point. And now, instead of having to try to work out 74 multiplied by 64, I've actually already done it, because these are my 74 times tables, and I've got 64 multiplied by 74. So I can swap that for 4,736. Then 74 multiplied by 16, I can swap that for 1,184. 74 multiplied by 4 will be 296. And 74 multiplied by 2 will be 148. Then I just need to use my column addition. So that'll be 10, 24, carry my 2. that would be 10, 23, 26, carry my 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, carry my 1, 5, 6,364. So let's just check that with our formal multiplication. 6 multiplied by 4 is going to be 24. 6 multiplied by 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44. Put my 0 in because I'm now looking at the tens. 8 multiplied by 4 is 32. So I carry my 3. 8 multiplied by 7 is 56, plus 3 is 59. And add them together, that'll leave me with a 4, a 6, a 13, 6,364. So let's do another one. Let's try 52 multiplied by 36. So again, I'm going to keep doubling my numbers until I get to a number larger than 36. So start on 1, double it, 2, double it, 4, double it, 8, double it, 16, double it, 32, double it, 64. Now 64 is larger than 36, so that's great. And then I'm going to do my 52 in here, and again I'm going to double it each time. So 104, 208, 416, 832, 1,664, 3,328. And now I'm going to write 52 multiplied by, and I need to work out 36. Which of these numbers will add up to 36? Well, this one's slightly easier because I could just do 32 plus 4. That would give me 36. So I can then convert this into 52 multiplied by 32 plus 52 multiplied by 4. So let's have a look. By 32, that's going to be 1,664. And this one is going to be 208. So let's add them together. So it's going to be 12, carry the 1, 7, 1,872. Let's just quickly check with our grid method. So we'll partition that into 50 and 2, 30 and 6. 50 multiplied by 30 will be 1,500. 30 multiplied by 2 is 60. 6 multiplied by 50 is 300. And 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. So 1,500 plus 300 plus 60 plus 12 will give me 1,872. Okay, your turn. As I said before, please go back and pause if you need me to go over that. Again, go over it as many times as you like. Let's say we've got 26 multiplied by 19. And then we'll do the second one as 14 multiplied by 28. You'll notice that I've given you quite small numbers just to practice with, and then as you get used to it you can have larger numbers. So start with those two, pause the video, and then we'll go through them together. Okay, so 26 multiplied by 19. So I'm going to keep doubling my numbers until I get to a number larger than 19. So 1 doubled is 2, doubled is 4, doubled is 8, doubled is 16, doubled is 32. And that's larger, so I can now stop. And then I've got 26, double it, 52, double it, 104, double it, 208, double it, 416, double it, 832. So I currently have 26 multiplied by 19, but I'm going to swap that 19 and see which of these numbers will add up to it. So I can see 16 plus 2 plus 1. If you got any others, so for example you did 8 plus 2 plus 1, that is still fine. You can use any of these as long as they add up to that number there. So now I'm going to swap it into 26 multiplied by 16 plus 26 multiplied by 2 plus 26 multiplied by 1. So again, all I've done here is I've got 26 is my first one, and then it's by 16, then by 2, and then by 1. So 26 multiplied by 16, I can see is 416. 26 multiplied by 2 is 52. And 26 multiplied by 1 is 26. So 416 plus 52 plus 26. So that's 4, carry the 1, 7, 8, 9, 4. So your answer should have been 494. Let's check using the grid method. So 26 can be partitioned into 20 and 6, and 19 will be 10 and 9. So 10 multiplied by 20 is 200, 10 multiplied by 6 is 60, 20 multiplied by 9 is 180, 9 multiplied by 6 is 54. So 200 plus 180 plus 60 plus 54 is going to give me 4, and then that's 19, carry the 1, and that's 4, 494. Excellent. If you didn't get that, don't worry. You can always go back. If you can see your mistake, then that's fine, but have another go until you get it correct. So the next one we had was 14 multiplied by 28. So I'm going to keep going, keep doubling until I get to a number larger than 28. So I can stop here because 32 is larger than 28. And then here I'm going to double my 14s. Let's just check. So 40, 56, 112, 224, 448. And then I can write out my question. So instead of having 28, I'm going to see which of these add up to make 28. So let's have a look. So 16, I would need another 12. So I could do 16 plus 8 plus 4. So that would give me 28. So 14 multiplied by 16 plus 14 multiplied by 8 plus 14 multiplied by 4. 14 multiplied by 16 is going to be 224 plus 14 multiplied by 8 is 112. 14 multiplied by 4 is 56. So let's add all of those together. Plus 112 plus 56. So it's going to be 12, carry the 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3. So 392. And let's check it with our grid method. So partition 14 into 10 and 4. Partition 28 into 20 and 8. You could have had your 28 here and your 14 here. It doesn't matter which way around you've got them. 20 multiplied by 10 is 200, 20 by 4 is 80, 10 by 8 is 80, 8 by 4 is 32. Then I add these up, 200 plus 80 plus 80 plus 32. That'll leave me with 2, 8, 16, 19, carry the 1, 392. If you got stuck on any of those, please go back, but otherwise, well done for learning another method.